But isn't it nice to have a president who doesn't need a teleprompter?
Two speeches within hours of each other, contradicting themselves. This is Trump's hypocrisy at its finest.
These teleprompters are just gonzo, folks. They're gonzo. I hate. Boom. This is me. I hear. Bing. You heard the hostages singing. That was the hostages. They're the J6 hostages, I call them, because they are. I'm being indicted for you. I am. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. He stinks. That's not the kind of people, you know, that we talk. This is a positive swamping. Gavin Newsom, the new scum, the governor of California. We want to get Romney's and those out.
With a string of recent nonsense talk on the MAGA trail, Donald Trump has been catching flack for the deteriorating spiral of his platform and his messaging. With a mix of right-wing talking points and irreverent nonsense, Donald Trump's propaganda has only fortified since returning to the campaign trail, emboldened by the polemical political climate, and initiated by an extremist agitator like the Orange in Chief.
You have to get the job done. It's a horrible job to do, but they have to respond when they do. When there's an attack, a sneak attack like on October 7th that's so violent and such hatred, you have to clean it out. You have to clean out the cancer, and you have to let them do their job. And frankly, it has to be done fast because this is not sustainable for anybody. The job.
And this is a damning conclusion for Donald Trump going into his matchup with Joe Biden in 2024. Largely because Donald Trump's attacks on the current president are targeting his continued competency, attacking his aptitude by focusing in on his old age and geriatric lapse in speeches. But this does not bode well for Donald Trump either, whose campaign against Biden failed to fend off the Democrats from taking over the office immediately after his term, and failing to legitimize their false claims and absurd offenses. Even more so, in the midst of his own aging constitution and waning intuition, the Trump team is losing their grip on the narrative, struggling to reaffirm Trump's competency. And just in the last few clips, we can see why they're concerned. This is all to say that this sounds like the kettle calling the pot black. But this is an exacting dilemma for the Trump team, exposing Trump's perceived infallibility and the quality of his talking points to emphasize just how destabilizing and self-serving his platform really is. And when it comes to freedom of speech, Donald Trump is so clearly a foe and not an ally, exploiting a vital civic freedom to manipulate the public for his own political gain. Whether it's in content or form, Donald Trump has proven to not choose his words all too carefully, and functioning largely off of these right-wing dog whistles. It is a fact that the MAGA discourse disrupts the open and free market of ideas, and designed to breed vitriol and hatred where there should be compassion and cooperation. Ultimately, because the right wing thrives when people are fighting against each other and not talking to one another. And this problem is bigger than him. But Donald Trump's actions, and more importantly his speeches, are leading examples of the rhetorical manipulation of the right and their fascist devolution. And we have to keep calling it out. Otherwise, Trump will continue to spew his hatred and misinformation, as long as he's able to form a sentence, which I don't think will be for much longer. This is Adrian Costa with Rebel HQ. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check back for more videos. See you guys soon.